Okay, so dear Dharma practitioners, be comfortable yourself and relax your body and keep your back straight, neck head straight in one line and your right palm on your left. So gently close your eyes and bring attention to this bell sound, and while you're focusing to the sound, mentally relax your body, relax your mind and relax your breathing with your thoughts. So do nothing extra. Just follow the sound, please. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Homage to the Blessed One, the Exalted One, the fully enlightened one. So, dear Dhamma practitioners, before we start our practice session, as usual, we'll take few minutes for ourselves to understand how these meditation techniques will help for us to develop our conventional life, and at the same time, out of that conventional development, how you can gain your spiritual success. Always you have to remember, there is no way neglecting or rejecting your conventional life that you can achieve to kind of like a spiritual success. This both go hand to hand. It's both kind of like the both side on the same coin. You can't just reject something and be with another thing. Even the conventional life, without kind of like thinking about your higher purpose or deeper spiritual success, if you are trying to just try to be material and physical in day-to-day life, sometimes that doesn't work. So then if you completely neglect your conventional life and try to become kind of like a spiritual, then maybe you going to end up like being zombie. So you don't need to have kind of like that life. So then you have to have ability to balance this both. We have to develop our conventional life, and as ordinary person in this conventional world, you have to have a better life as a person, but at the same time, rather than stuck in that conventional or material world, in this physical world, using this, you have to uplift yourself. That upliftment itself will take you to your spiritual development. So then how you can combine this both and bring this, the better result. So our day-to-day life, we go through kind of like 3 stages. One is this wake up mood, this waker, rising mood. And another one is sleeping mood. And another one, deep, kind of like a deep sleep, but the dreaming state, deep dream state. So these 3 stages, even while you living as ordinary person, open your eye in day-to-day life, in this very hot summer day, in the middle of Los Angeles, you can become kind of like a deep, kind of like a dreamer, deep sleeper. How? So sleeping mode. You open your life to the world, and with eye, ear, nose, tongue, body, mind, you perceive this all the perception. You still live with this, but you are not capable to recognize what this is. Your experience happens, but that experience very limited to your inside world. Even you don't know what you experience. You experience something. End of the day, you have no idea what this is. So it's kind of like a sleeping mode. Day by day, life keep happening. You wake up and maybe you go to work or you do your work, and then you go to sleep, and next day again wake up, and you have no idea how this keep going. And there's no gap to even to think about what this is really. And 1 week after, and even you have no idea, the week already gone. 1 year, you have no idea. 10 years, 20 years, and from birth to even there is a day come for you to die, even you have no idea you are dying. So it's kind of like that sleeping mode. People go with things, but they are not tuned to awareness or the consciousness or the recognition. And deep level of sleeper or the dreamer, and it's beyond even the experience level, and you are caught up only within you and your own imagination. You live in the own imagination. You have your own story every day. When you meet someone, or you tell about you, and always whatever the conversation happened, you talk about your past. Oh, I used to be this, I used to do that. Everything about your past. It's kind of like a vomiting everything every day. And then if you watch the sport, and then, oh, if I do that, I'm going to do this way. And always you bring your own opinions. It's kind of like you living in a kind of like another planet. It's sometimes very difficult for people to deal with. And just imagine how about you have the partner, the husband, wife, kind of like that person. And the funny thing is sometimes husband and wife both come together and live like that. Then the whole life going to become kind of like something. There are people like that. They always talk about something and even they don't know what it is. They have their own dream and they live in the dream and they have no idea what's happening in day-to-day life. They don't want to know about it because they are so caught up in that deeper dream state. Sometimes, and during the day, even within you and me, we also come to these stages. And the wake-up mood, sometimes in our life, when situations come, when all the dreams disappear, our hopes collapse, when the painful situations come, when suddenly sometimes we wake up, we recognize that wake-up mood sometimes not going to be all the time. Then maybe it will disappear. So then you have to be aware yourself and recognize yourself. Are you having these stages? Oh, maybe entire your life, are you having these things? And as much as possible, develop your wake-up state. When you wake up with something, and try to maintain that. Because when it comes to this human life, the mind always can caught up with the many stories. That's what most of the time we do. We caught up always in stories, our imaginations, as a society, as a person, as a family, as a society, as a nation, as generations. Sometimes we caught up on stories. And sometimes we get lost in that stories. And while we are enjoy the story, we losing our reality. So don't allow it to happen. So when it comes to your human consciousness, your awareness, always remember that you are more capable to experience something beyond the story. And it always comes out of the experience. So what you experience is only your life, not the memory. Don't count on memory and don't depend on the memory believing that is your life. No, focus to what you experience. Because that is the recognizing experience is the ability of mind. So then, if you are capable to experience something, then focus to that. Just imagine, you used to be a millionaire in your past. But today, if you are not capable to experience anything, what's the point of being a millionaire? And you used to be a beggar all in your history, but today you are experiencing, you are a millionaire. So that what you experience is your reality. So then tune to that. And then you will see you are more capable to recognize many things, and you never thought about it. And it was there. It used to be with you. And little by little, develop that ability. And then you will see how this life become kind of like a gift for you. So maintain that awake state. Don't allow yourself go into that dream state or the sleep state. Because very easily we can go into that both states. It's sometimes very difficult to keep awake. Even that we awake, and in that awakened state, we can go into deep sleep mode inside our mind. So then practicing meditation, giving you opportunity to get access to that deeper awake state. So for that, there is a tool around you. There is an environment around you. So if you are capable to access to that, you will see how beautiful behind your mind that the life keep happening to you. So how you can get access to that? That is what called silence. Remember, silence is more stronger and much larger than the sound you create. Silence is so big, so large. But most of the time what happens? We are caught up in the sound that keep happening inside us, and sometimes we talk to this inside Lilliput, to ourselves, and maybe even we don't know what the language we talk to us. And we think that is the best. That is the right. No. So try to access to silence. So in the very first level, take few minutes and don't try to look anything, just focus to silence, deeper silence. Whatever the sounds come, go beyond that. Go beyond. Don't caught up on that sound. Don't try to make a picture over that sound. Don't try to recognize that sound. So go beyond that. Go pass it. Pass it. Pass it. And so then by the time, then you will see deeper silence, emptiness arise. Because whatever the sound arise, that arise because of there is a emptiness. Otherwise, you can't hear this sound. Just imagine, if there is a more louder sound than this sound what you hear in this very moment, you can't hear this. So then why you hear this sound? Because there is a silence. So then go beyond this sound and can you catch that silence? So it is a mental ability, little by little, you go deeper. And sometimes when you have free time, and go deeper into that silence. There are sounds, even you're at your home. The place you live, maybe that is the place you born, you live there. And if you are capable to go into deeper silence, before you reach to the bottom, you will hear many other sounds around you, you never heard, but it was there. And if you wake up in the middle of the night, if you can't go back to sleep, and start to focus to the silence, go into the silence. Don't just keep talk to yourself. This talking to yourself is not a new thing, and it already mess up your life. Talking to yourself destroy everything. So you don't need to keep listening to that. So that's why tune to silence, little by little, little by little. In a certain level, once you reach to the bottom of silence, what will happen? When you reach to that, there is something, you can recognize something very beautiful. It's a discovery. It's like when you go to the deeper ocean, you start to see some different beauty, different animal, different things. On the surface level, you don't see. So like that, what happens? When you go into reach to the deeper silence, you start to recognize your life everywhere. Pieces, little pieces, scattered to different pieces. It's kind of like a jigsaw puzzle. It's everywhere. That's why we can't recognize this on the surface level. We can't recognize who we are, or we can't see anything like our greed, hatred, or the delusion, or the ignorance, or the desire, or our anger, jealousy, unhappiness, sadness, or sometimes we can't navigate that things. We can't recognize that things. We can't pinpoint like the things. We can't hold, okay, this is what it is. We can't get. Why? Because it's everywhere. Little pieces. Your greediness. Maybe you think, oh, I'm a generous person. I'm not greedy. I'm giving. Of course you are giving. You give little things. But if you look very carefully, these little things around you, because your greediness is not only, oh, I'm greedy for this. No. Maybe this little bit, 1% here, and then 1% here, and so like that, it's all everywhere, little. So because of that, what happened, you don't see that your greediness is everywhere. Oh, you think, oh, you are generous, but little pieces hold it to everywhere. And the anger. And you think, oh, I am not angry. I am, so compassionate person. I am more humble person. Why I have to get angry? I'm not the kind of like a hold grudge, don't have envy. So like that we think. But when you go deeper into silence, when you don't move and settle down there and start to see yourself, then you start to recognize this, all the thoughts come. Then you start to find out all these little links. It's kind of like a web everywhere. And the ignorance, that is the most dangerous thing. And we think, oh, we are wise. I know this, I know that, I am this. But we all have some kind of deeper ignorance. And sometimes within us also, maybe we are very ignorant. That's why every day, we keep talking these things maybe. Who knows? So that ignorance everywhere with little pieces. Some pieces on your cloth, little piece on your shoes, one piece on your plate, one little piece of ignorance, on your bed, one piece on your pillow. So like that everywhere. So that's why you can't recognize your ignorance. It look like you are wise. How even that you appear like that wise? Because little pieces you gather together. So that's why the deeper silence take you to a place. It's kind of like a top of a mountain, you can see the landscape. So this deeper silence, when you disconnect from this inner conversation and go into that deeper silence, that is where you see all this true nature. That recognition itself bring the awakened moment to you, because then you recognize what you keep doing. You are just maintaining this. You are maintaining this. So then, once you recognize, you know how to slowly take these things out or detach from it, and not to have a desire to keep it with you. But still you're going to be the same. So as example, I can hold the cup and hold it without having any desire. But when the desire comes, what happened to this grip? I can hold this without a desire to thinking about this is mine. So when you have the desire, the grip become tight and it is invisible. You don't see that. Even it go beyond this point to entire this cup. But when you don't have a desire, that doesn't mean you release it and drop it. No, still you can hold it. With respect, appreciation, paying your gratitude, and you become more humble. And even this cup you can worship like a Buddha. Oh my goodness, this, when I thirst, this cup help me to drink some water. And you can bow to it, you can wash it, you can clean it, but still you recognize that is just a cup. You don't have any desire to hold it. When the day, in case if it is broken, and you recognize it. So like that, look at around you. Look within yourself. Who you are, and then where you are. When it comes to who you are, who am I? And then it's become a jigsaw puzzle. Your mind start to go here and there, here and there. In the very first level, it's become very busy. It's kind of like a turbulence. Why? Because your deeper egocentric, self-centered mind never want to question that. Always keep that, because who am I? It start to give the access to this deeper understanding. So a personal level start to turbulence. It's kind of like a feel uncomfortable. Look at yourself, ask that question and see how you feel. Are you going to get the kind of like direct answers? Or the mind start to jump here and there? And where you are, and look around you, this everything. You have a little pieces left everywhere. And that all you, it's not just this body anymore. This everything kind of like have a part of you. So that's why sometimes when you are not there, and if somebody else come and try to touch it, and then, oh, don't touch it, don't touch it, it belongs to that person, it belongs to that person. Because you left something there. So it is there. And your mind is already invisibly there. So like that, if you look very carefully, you are so bigger than you think. But it is in the dream state. So there is another way you can become more bigger when you come to this awakened state. So practicing meditation gives the opportunity, and in the very beginning, you have to settle down with the silence. And once you settle down with the silence and keep the awareness to your inhalation, exhalation without making any noise or without making any conversation, just start to see things as it is. And again, without holding, grasping, clinging to your own experience, and moment by moment, be with the experience. And then you will see in a certain level, you are capable to come to deeper realization, or the liberation, or the transformation, or we call the wisdom or the Nibbana. So with that, let's get into practice a little bit. So your right palm on your left, and neck head straight in one line, and be comfortable with your posture. So bring your attention to your body and scan head to toes yourself and say Sopatveva, or may I be well and happy 3 times. Take a moment and think. We gathered here in this moment to practice this ancient meditation technique. All the Buddhas, all the enlightened masters followed this path and achieved wisdom. So we also gathered here to accumulate that knowledge. In this moment, with this sitting, may my body become more comfortable. May my breath be more smooth. May no difficulties come to me. May all the success come to me. Also think for a moment. This is the last moment we're spending in this very lifetime. And detach your mind from all your past memories and as well as any kind of future thoughts. Just try to remain in the present moment, observing the sensation of your inhalation and exhalations. So in the beginning, deeply and gently, breathe in, breathe out 3 times and find the sensation, please. So allow your inhalations, exhalations happen itself. And when it happens through the sensation, recognize it. Do nothing extra. Bring attention to your body, please. Observe your posture. We cultivate loving kindness and compassion in our heart and radiate it as a light through entire your compound, village, city, state, country, world, around this universe. Also as far as you can through galaxies, other planets, stars. Reminding yourself like this. With clear intention, mentally repeat after me. May all living beings in this universe be well and happy. May everyone be happy and safe, and may their hearts be filled with joy. May all living beings live in security and in peace. Beings who are frail or strong, tall or short, big or small, visible or not visible, near or far away, already born or yet to be born. May all of them dwell in perfect tranquility. Let no one do harm to anyone. Let no one put the life of anyone in danger. Let no one out of anger or ill will wish anyone any harm. Expand the loving kindness and compassion beginning from your heart. Forward. Visualize yourself and send it as a light. To your backside, to your left side, and to your right side. Downward, and upward. To all 6 directions at once, like the moon, the sun, spread the light, spread the energy, without any condition, without any limitation, without any resistance, or without any judgment. Let your heart to shine with the loving kindness and compassion from the bottom of it, with the maximum effort to the highest. Wishing yourself, may all living beings in this universe be well and happy. Please say sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. So first of all, we offer this practice to the great qualities of the Buddha, Dharma, and the Sangha. Also, by the power of this meritorious deed, may all of us attain to the supreme bliss of Nibbana. May all your guardian angels and deities will receive these merits and increase their longevity and protect all of you from any kind of planetary influences or any ill effects. Ittavata chammihi sampadam punya sampadam sabbe deva anumodantu sabba sampatti siddhya sabbe bhuta anumodantu sabba sampatti siddhya sabbe satta anumodantu sabba sampatti siddhya Imaya dhammanu dhamma patipattiya buddham pujemi dhammam pujemi sangham pujemi Addaya imaya patipattiya jati jara vyadi maranam ha paribunjissami idam me punya kammang asavakkaya vahang hotu sabba dukkha pamunchatu. Bless you.